Hello and welcome to Digital Farm TV Rural News. I'm Andy Walker. Peak farmer and farm industry bodies have welcomed new ministerial appointments by the Abbott government. Newly elected member for New England, Barnaby Joyce, has been sworn in as the new Federal Agriculture Minister. Nationals leader Warren Truss is Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Regional Development, and Andrew Robb is Trade and Investment Minister. Queenslander Warren Entsch is chairing a new Northern Development Committee, and Liberal Senator for New South Wales, Richard Colbeck, is the new Parliamentary Secretary for Agriculture. A low and broad front brought with it this week heavy rain and thunderstorms across large parts of Victoria, New South Wales, the ACT and South East Queensland. This week, 60% of Queensland's total cropping and pastoral country was officially declared in drought. Across country, a front over southwest Western Australia produced showers and gusty winds. Perth copped a soaking. In Victoria, the Bureau reported widespread rain with falls of up to 75 mils in Gippsland. Western Australian grains giant cooperative Bulk Handling has established a beachhead office in Portland, USA, in a bold move to buy US and Canadian grain to trade to its Asian customers. CBH would leverage its powerful domestic position to build relationships with big players in the US grains industry trying to get a foothold in Australia, according to the Countryman. The move reportedly signalled that CBH would not stand idly by as internationals took chunks of the Australian grain market. It was also based on predictions that demand for grain from Asian customers would rise by 11 million tonne during the coming 5 years. The National Irrigators Council has lashed the outgoing Labor government for listing as critically endangered parts of the Murray River system and the Macquarie Marshes after the election has been called. The communities which would be directly hit by this decision had not been consulted by the former government, according to NIC CEO Tom Chesson. Irrigators had been told not to worry about the listings as the Murray-Darling Basin Plan would form the basis of new recovery plans. Tom Chesson said that if the new listings were not going to have a major impact, the incoming government should get rid of them by moving a disallowance motion when Parliament resumed. Australia's gross value of farm production is expected to achieve a record $49 billion in 2013-14. According to the Australian Bureau of Agricultural and Resource Economics and Sciences. ABARES Executive Director Paul Morris said this week the value of farm production was expected to exceed $46 billion for the fourth year in a row. However, improved returns were not the universal experience across the sector, with some producers still enduring adverse conditions and others facing declining prices. Finally this week in the UK, Mayor of London Boris Johnson had been in the news again, describing wind farms are a disease that had blighted Britain's countryside. Writing in The Sun on Sunday, the Conservative pin-up said his country should embrace nuclear power and fracking to meet its country's energy needs, cut consumer bills and boost the economy. He said he was shocked by the number of wind farms he had passed on a recent drive to Scotland. He said that during the past 20 years, something unbelievable had been done to England's green, pleasant and precious countryside. Well, that's it for Digital Farm TV Rural News this week. I'm Andy Walker and look forward to your company again next week.